This video will help highlight the facilitation of concurrent hybrid instruction in APS. Some of the classrooms filmed in this video include students participating in Level 1 who require direct support from teachers and assistants to engage in learning. You may note times when staff are working in close proximity with students. In the Level 2 and 3 hybrid models, physical distance of 6 feet should be maintained to follow safety protocols. This video is just one sample of concurrent teaching in action, and you are encouraged to extrapolate what you see to your own experience. Here, the teacher is outfitted with a voice amplifier. This will allow the students learning at home and in person to hear the teacher's voice more clearly. The amplified voice in the classroom will be picked up by their microphone that is part of the webcam. This webcam will be available in every concurrent classroom. Students learning at home will be able to hear and see the in-person instruction more clearly. When facilitating a whole group lesson, the teacher positions her webcam so that the content being presented on the board is visible by students learning at home. The in-person students can see what is displayed by looking up at the board in the classroom. There is no need for them to be logged onto Teams during this part of the lesson. Students learning from home can see what is presented through the webcam or through Teams if the teacher is sharing her screen. During concurrent whole group instruction, the teacher uses her laptop as part of her facilitation station and can project students learning at home on Teams. The visual cue helps bring the two groups of students together during this portion of the lesson.
All right, I'm going to show you something with the camera, so just give me a moment. All right, you see that?
Teachers can also utilize the webcam as a document camera. It has a gooseneck stand for easy adjustment. While using her webcam as a document camera, the students are able to see whatever she is displaying on her desk. During the facilitation of whole group instruction, we can see that the class is set up where students are wearing masks and are seated 6 feet apart. Each student has their own set of individual materials at their desk. During whole group instruction, the teacher uses her laptop as part of her facilitation station.
Kick, stand, kick, stand. I don't hear you, Jared. Kick, stand, kick, stand. You got that?
Here, while she is facilitating a whole group mini lesson, the teacher encourages participation from both groups of students. She asks questions to the whole group and seeks responses from students learning at home and in person.
What's the last sound you hear in duck? Very good. That was one, right?
The webcam is outfitted with a microphone to help students learning from home hear the teacher and their classmates. When students from home are speaking, their voices are heard in class through either an external speaker or the speaker on the teacher's laptop. The use of technology in a concurrent classroom helps make the instructions clear and visible to all students. You'll note that the in-person students do not need to be logged onto Teams during a whole group lesson, as they are able to attend to instruction occurring at the front board.
I'll repeat the word and we're going to segment it into 2 words. So when I say the word home, work.
Homework, homework.
Good job.
While the teacher facilitates a small group breakout with students learning from home, the in-person students are engaged in other learning activities at their desk, such as a choice board, a digital resource, or other materials. Through blended learning strategies, students are able to work on tasks they can do independently. It is essential to establish routines so students become accustomed to predictable daily class structures. Many of these practices have been established during distance learning and will continue to be effective during concurrent instruction. A visual of the daily class activities or options allows students to know their choices and provides them with a visual cue. A teacher can work with a small group of students while others are engaged in independent activities. Or they can work in small group collaborations through interactive tools like Google Docs or Flipgrids. The teacher can also work with a targeted group of in-person students through a teacher-led station, while others are working on tasks either online or offline. Here, the teacher is facilitating a mini lesson with 3 students in the classroom who are seated near each other but still 6 feet apart. This small group instruction provides students with more opportunities to speak while allowing the teachers to tailor the instruction to meet the needs of specific learners, such as students with disabilities or English learners. As teachers begin the concurrent model, they may need groups to be delineated by in-person and at home. You can see at the secondary level, the teacher is able to do this with in-person students as well, while the students learning from home would be engaged in other offline activities. As teachers and students adjust to this model and the use of new technology, consider creating groups that include a mixture of students learning at home and in person. Facilitating mixed groups based on identified needs will help effectively support student learning. Throughout concurrent instruction, teachers can monitor and support student learning, schedule time to check in with students, assess student needs, and continue to foster the relationships they've established with students throughout the school year.